Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Musa Gaming here, and today we are back with another monthly update on the Musa's Murim submission. Now, we're currently connected to live, so there's a lot of people who are actually live watching this. But this month, for the month of December, now it is January 15th, I understand. We're a little bit past due on this, but hey, I had major KVK fights, so yeah, I got a little bit delayed on this. But this cycle is going to actually cover anything from December 1st, 2025 to January 5th of 2026, because I said in the chat of my Musa Gaming's Murim, I said, hey, I'm going to close this submission for tomorrow for a video. Please send your last minute marches and updates for December within the 24 hours on January 5th. So we're going to cover that everything that has been submitted until January 5th. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. And for those of you who are wondering what this is actually something that I do for my Discord channel. I actually take in all the submissions for your best march that you can have in your account. Now you cannot actually submit for someone else's because this will actually give your account and your Discord a role. But I'll go ahead and take in your armaments, your best armament, best equipment, and then I'll actually go into the ranking chart. And based on the standards that are listed over here in the ranking chart, which is actually foundable in the Murim ranking chart, there's a link right there that is pinned. I'll actually rank your march based on how strong your march is. And if you actually get to the peak of Grandmaster tier or higher, I'll actually give you a special title that looks like this. And obviously each rank has different titles that you can get. If you reach higher rank, let's say if you're found in if you find yourself in a profound realm, but you actually want a title from the lower tier, that is also fine. But I have a bunch of different key arts that I made using ChatGPT that I'm gonna give you if you actually rank higher than Grandmaster Peak. And each of those ranks are actually divided based on my kind of standard. If you actually reach unrestrained realm, anything below unrestrained realm, so anything around, let's actually start from the very, very low, very, very bottom. So third rate, second rate, first rate, those are actually just pre-rally or garrison lead, regardless of what KVKs that you're in. When you're in the first rate, though, I would say that's basically the minimum KVK 1 or KVK 2 rally lead level. So no matter what level or what kingdom that you're in, I think starting the first rate when you have full purple equipment mixed with legendary with fully expertise commander pairing, this is when you can start rallying and garrisoning, basically. But first rate, second rate, third rate, all those are actually just field fighting for the most part. But once you reach the master tier, which means that you have full legendary equipment without the accessories, with the exception of accessories, because sometimes you don't really get that many access to accessories and all that stuff. And then with appropriate equipment and accessories, this is when you can actually start being rally or garrison lead, even in KVK 1 and 2. And then once you get to like the Grandmaster, which is where you can actually rally and garrison for KVK 1, KVK 2, KVK 3, and even into KVK 4. And those would actually cover all those, right? Master, Grandmaster, and then at the very peak of Grandmaster, when you have full legendary equipment with Horn and Ring, and the best in slot accessories with Credit, or Iconic 2 for Credit and Iconic 2 or Iconic 4 on all parts except for Ring and Horn. This is basically where you can actually start being a rally or garrisonies for Season of Conquest, in my opinion. And at the peak of Grandmasters, when you can get yourself a cool, brand new key art that you can actually request, or I can actually give you a list of things that I have available for you to claim from the Grandmaster tier, right? So it's a little complicated, but basically, if you're a Grandmaster peak, you can actually start rallying and garrisoning in Season of Conquest. Now, once you enter Restrained Realm, this is when you can be a little bit more competitive in terms of how well you can rally and garrison. And once you reach the Profound Realm, this is when you become an OP A seed or higher kingdom rally or garrison elite level. The minimum of the Profound Realm is that you actually have 5 all of your equipments, fully legendary equipments with 2 pieces of KV Kisses. Anything that it does not have, like KV Kisses, cannot be counted. No one in the Profound Realm would actually have non-KBK iconics, basically. Iconic 5s and crit. And you have more than 36% on the armor's level with full legendary inscription. So that's the minimum. So starting from a profound, this is basically where you become quote unquote the god level or OP seed, OPA seed or higher kingdom rally garrison level. And then profound realm is the one realm that you can actually enter when you break the system, which means that you have everything that you need in terms of equipments and armors and all that stuff. And then on top of that, you have more than 14% attack, 14% defense, 14% health. Whether you have a double inscription on top of maxing out all those stats, whether you have like all damage maxed out as much as possible, whatever the case might be, you actually are scored higher on the Davers new tech tree than having the 14% attack, 14% defense, and 14% health. And there's only one person that is actually listed over there. That is actually me, which I'll go over in a second. But yeah, that's basically how you get ranked. Now, with that said, let's just go ahead and take a look at the very first submissions from the month of December. We got Duck here, who actually submitted 2 different approaches, and I do apologize. I think I might have forgotten to rate Ducks because he submitted 2 of them. I didn't know which one he was supposed to be, so I think we're gonna have to skip Duck. I do apologize for that. Minton actually sent our King, my Kingdom 2939 King. King's equipments. You can see that fully iconic 5 credit on all pieces, but no KVK sets. So most likely at the very maximum setup, he's going to be unrestrained realm, not profound realm, or higher, and has full legendary gear, which is good. Full legendary armors, which is good. 12.2% attack, 11.2% defense, and then 8.9% health. Absolutely crazy with 1.9% all damage. I think our King also have a second armament set, which is also really, really good. Have 6 armament and inscriptions with 12.4% attack, 11.5% defense, and then 8.3% health, and 1.6% all damage. If I were to rate this, I'm most likely going to give him a peak of Unrestrained Realm, again, just because of the fact that he doesn't have the KVK weapon and the helmet. But a very, very nice set. But once he has Iconic 5 credit, KVK weapon and helmet, we're most likely going to be able to give him a profound realm, right? Because I think this is way above 36%, I believe. Yeah, because that's almost 3% in average with health with 1.8% all damage. Yeah, most likely this is going to be profound realm. But yeah, this was submitted by someone else who is not the king. This is actually not the king, so I actually disqualified the. So first 3 submissions were disqualified. And then I said disqualify for submitting someone else's setup for Minton, and then Duck the same reason. And we got this person right here who is, I don't know how to read that, a period. We're gonna call him a period, but still in KVK1. A very good setup though. Imagine running into this guy in KVK1, guys. Yeah, this is absolutely cracked. Have critted Iconic 2, Dragon Breath Pants, critted Iconic 1, Dragon Breath boosts, and then critted Iconic 1, Dragon Breath gloves, and then everything else Iconic 1 too, which is actually pretty surprising because he said he's still in KVK 1. I don't know how he got so many of Iconic crystals. But yeah, he has full Dragon Breath set, which is really good, with 3 critted. That is absolutely great. That's basically textbook definition of master, right? You actually have full legendary equipments. I don't really know if he has a full legendary pair. I'm assuming he does because he has Tutmos at the commander power level of 127,000. So, and I'm assuming that he's running it with expertise YSG, given how cracked this is. So I gave him a master tier. So congratulations, 0, no period, for winning the master tier. Absolutely cracked for KVK1, by the way. And we have Marsman, who actually submitted on the December 3rd. His setup actually looks pretty good. Has half mix of Dragon Breath set with 2 pieces of Revival set with the chest piece critted. I think this is probably the textbook definition of second rate. He has mixture of those 2. I believe he just didn't meet the threshold for the first rate because he's missing an equipment, I believe. And also he doesn't have the expertise commanders, right? So pretty good setup, I would say, but was slightly off from reaching the first rate. He has won himself a second rate, so we got him a special second rate TR with his name on it, and that's where he ranked. All right, let's go ahead and go down the list. Duck. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can only submit your own set, so that's fine. And then Worm sent in a set. I don't know where he is though. Where's Worm setup? Did I delete it by accident? I might have deleted a Worm setup by accident. But let's just go ahead and take a look at it. So let's see. So Worm sent a pretty decent setup. Wait, hold on. What is this? Where's Worm setup? I think I might have attached the wrong one here. But yeah, this is pretty cracked, you guys can see. In terms of the armaments themselves. I might have actually copied and pasted the wrong equipment here. I think I actually accidentally submitted this one. But he is actually ranked as Grandmaster tier, which is really good. Unfortunately, I don't see the original equipment from Worm anywhere here. But yeah, I think we can just assume that I did rate him correctly, given the fact that he has pretty cracked armaments. All right, let's move on. Zio sent us his setup, looking pretty nice. And based on his setup, I said, hey, thank you so much for submission. Based on Musa's Murim standard, your March is considered Grandmaster, entry level though. Here's an image of your March's rank with your name on it and the Discord role for use. Please feel free to submit another one on the next month. You can see that I gave him a Grandmaster tier. Kiart and Gorgo. His setup looks pretty darn good with 2 pieces of KVK setup with Hope Cloak and Sacred Crisp and iconic 5 critted Shio's Return. That's pretty nice. And has the iconic 4 critted Eternal Knight. That's also very nice. Has the Vengeance and Ring of Doom for the right placement equipments. Has 2 legendary inscriptions and 2 rare inscriptions with 1 common inscription. So double on either a legendary or rare, which we don't know which one, and has a pretty good setup right here. So that's an entry of Grandmaster. Very, very nice setup. And as we close out on the January 5th, we did receive a lot of submissions. Spartan Moose sent his crack setup. Masi Junio sent his crack setup too. Then we have Sparky who sent the good stuff, and then Raza M. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at each and every one of those. Okay, so Spartan Moose, guys. Spartan Moose. Now look at that, guys. Look at that. This guy has 4 legendary inscriptions with 3 doubles. 3 double inscriptions. 3 double legendary inscriptions. This guy has probably the best legendary inscriptions that we have seen in Rise of Kingdoms. Best armaments that we have seen in Rise of Kingdoms. Has 13% attack, so he's only missing 1% attack. Has 13% defense. He's only missing 1% defense. And he has maxed out health, maxed out all damage on all of his setup. And Spirited actually gives you a lot of skill damage, as far as what I remember. Spike gives you extra 3.5% attack. Yeah, this is the most cracked setup that we have seen in Musa's Murim and Rise of Kingdoms in general, I think. And I actually went through the copy of you guys can see that I've actually put it in to the setup, and it is equivalent to him having 5.4% extra attack on top of having 14% attack, 14% defense, and 14% health. Yep. This guy has basically an armor setup that is 5.4% better than anything that is max possible by anyone. What are those common inscriptions? Do tell us. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at Spirited, Spiked, and Guardians, shall we? Because those are all actually very cracked. So Spiked, I know for sure. Yeah, Spiked, I know for sure is 3.5% attack. Where's Spiked? Yeah, there you go. Spiked is 3.5% attack. So for sure we know that, right? Guardians, I think we gotta look for Spirit. Yeah, Spirit actually gives you 5% extra damage when it is above 70%. So this is really good. This means that the primary commander would actually get 5% extra damage when they're using active skill. This is busted, guys. How much is that setup worth? I don't know. I'm sure if someone wanted to buy his account out just for those armors, I don't know, man. For one single account to have 3 relevant legendary inscription double inscriptions, guys, I can't tell. I can't give you a good pricing because like it's if someone wanted to buy the account just for those armors, I think it's probably worth like 100k plus, like minimum. That's just my assessment, just for those alone. And let's see, where was I think it was on here. Guardians? Yeah, he had Guardians, right? He has 2% less normal damage taken of all types. 2% less damage, normal damage taken of all types. So this guy not only deals 5% more damage on his primary commander, has 3.5% extra attack, and takes 2% less normal damage. Yo, this is broken. Never overestimate how much people will pay for Rise of Kingdoms account. It's always less than 5% of you spend. Nah, never 100k, maybe 10k. I think it's 100k plus. Like this armament itself, I think is worth more than 100k. Because it's not just one armament, right? It's not just one armament. You can have one armament with double inscription, with one legendary inscription, one common inscription, but this guy has 3. This guy has 3 that is all relevant. That the chance of that happening is absolutely insane. And not only that, he has all damage maxed out, archer health maxed out, attack defense all maxed out almost. Yeah, I mean, if someone wants to be the best archer rally a garrison once he finishes the KVK set, this is the account. That's my opinion. This is the account. Like I get what you're saying, Gosu, because like I know that people will pay less, right? But yeah, this like the other accounts that have like my account's worth way less than this, I think, just because of that, right? I have to fully cracked all that stuff, but like I don't have double inscriptions anywhere. But just the chance of that actually just boosts up the maximum potential of this account so much. That's my opinion. I think if I was like Elon Musk, if I was Elon Musk, I would pay 100k for this. Just for the chance of having 3 legendary inscriptions, double inscription that are all really really worth it. The percent of that happening is just unreal in my opinion. And then inscription, his equipment's also really good. He has full Dragon Breath set with all credit. He is missing some iconics on gloves and horn. And given the fact that he doesn't have the KVK weapon and the helmet, he doesn't really qualify for Profound Realm or higher. But yeah, once he has the KVK weapon and the helmet, I think this account is going to be probably the best Archer Rally account in Rise of Kingdoms. Poor Musa account. But yeah, again, very, very cracked setup. And let's go down. Let's see what we get him. Yep, he actually reached the proficient of the Profound Realm only because he was missing some iconics here. I think the requirement for the peak of Unrestrained Realm is Unrestrained Realm? Yeah. Peak of Unrestrained Realm is that you have at least iconic 4 on all that. He's just missing some. Especially the horn one. Yeah, this one missing does not really matter because the gloves does not really matter for Rally Garrison. But yeah, the horn missing iconic 4 was the only reason why he's not the peak of Unrestrained Realm. Obviously, once he has the full legendary KVK pieces in there, he's going to be ranked probably the highest among all archers. And we got himself a very, very nice key art that he claimed off of the list, which is really, really good. Again, probably one of the... I think Chasky also kind of shouted out this setup too. So yeah, pretty darn cracked setup. Probably the highlight of this setup over here. And we got Masin Zuno. I think this guy, I reached out to him. He has really good setup. He has Scipio Aemilianus on with this equipment right here. Has iconic 4 credit KVK weapon and the helmet. Iconic 5 credit rest of the pieces, except for the boots, which I'm kind of curious why he didn't do the iconic 5. Maybe it's just missing the blueprint. But usually a lot of infantry fielders actually love to have this on the iconic 5 above anything else. He's free to play. He's not free to play. Spartan Moose is not free to play too. There's no way he's free to play. Look at this. This is not free to play. This is not how free to play looks like. Spartan Moose is here to just mess with us. I think that's what it is. But yeah, don't listen to this guy. But this also is not free to play. He's just joking. I actually reached out to him about his setup, but he actually did not reply back to me. So he didn't really claim a title yet. Just because I had a lot of options for him to claim the title. He just didn't qualify because he didn't reply back. But this would have been, I think, an unrestrained entry at the very least. Very, very good setup, I would say. Very strong. Now, Sparky submitted an old donkey setup because apparently they're sharing that account. There was no update on the equipment though, so I couldn't really give him a higher rank. So when I got his setup, I said, "Thank you so much for the submission. Based on your Murim standard, your march is still considered Master Realm. Yeah, because for you to actually move up in rank, you need to first get your equipment credit, a lot more credits or iconic on this. So that's what that is actually about. He's still Master. Master is not a bad tier though. So Donkey, congratulations for maintaining Master tier. And good job on your... Hey, I did not... I messed up. I didn't actually include my inscriptions on that, so I do apologize for that. But inscriptions looking very, very good, guys. Inscriptions looking very, very good. Bro, this account is still VIP 17. Moose is free to play. Yo, Moose is free to play? Is that what you guys are telling me? I wish he was that. It would give me hope. He was just lucky favorite Lilith's child. Yeah, he's probably Lilith's CEO's child. I'm assuming. Anyways, Raza M submitted his setup. Looking pretty good. Hunter, Boiling Blood, Warflames, Artisan. All very, very good relevant setup. I would say his equipment is also very nice. Have a full legendary setup with Ring and Horn and a KVK helmet and KVK weapon critted. KVK weapon critted, guys. That is actually amazing. So we got that in. And based on that, Raza M was able to get himself a master tier. So that's really, really good. Congratulations to him for that. Looking very, very nice. And we got another one. Muta... Wait, hold on. I gotta learn how to say this. Mutant Maid? Mutant Maid? With another crazy Delta formation, guys. Another crazy Delta formation. 7.9% all damage, guys. 7.9% all damage. And by the way, yes, this is actually better armor setup than what I have. I have 3.5% health. I have 5.8% all damage. Yes, 7.9%. That means he has 2% on all of it except for one, which is the one that has 1.9%. And he has more attack than I do. He has same defense than as I do. Very, very cracked setup in terms of armaments. But he is missing the equipment. So the god is fair. So he has 2 KVK pieces. KVK helmet with iconic 4 critted, which is really nice. And KVK weapon with iconic 3. Everything else is iconic 5 except for the glove, which does not really matter. And then horn and the ring. Horn is iconic 3 critted. Ring is iconic 4 critted. Now, he does have the... What's this called? The Hellish Wasteland weapon that he used, which is really, really good. That means that he actually does qualify for Unrestrained Realm. And all of them iconic 5 critted again, except for the for the helmet, gloves, horn, and the ring. But very, very nice setup. Honestly, if he finishes his KVK setup, this guy would actually be ranked higher than me. So congratulations for having an awesome, awesome armor setup. Mutant Maid. This is cracked, guys. This is cracked. And yeah, he does deserve himself an unrestrained realm. You can see that he has claimed a title that is in the unrestrained realm. For the poison dragon, which is what this is. And yeah, I actually used this one instead of the other one because this one's gonna be ranked higher because it's critted and iconic 5, right? But absolutely crazy stuff that was submitted in December and into January 5th, guys. And in the Gosu Hall, there's three new people that made it, including myself. You guys can see that I have claimed a god title, a new god. And when I claim when someone claims a god title, there will be a new saying. Instead of legend, it says a new god has risen. Metatron Musa Gaming has reached the life and death realm. So the god titles are the only ones that are available in the life and death realm. If you guys see the titles that are available here, yeah, all of these on the top are called gods, and they're the only ones who can who are the life and death realm is the only one that actually has a god title. Now they have like celestial stuff, and then the lore stuff, and then the king stuff that are below. But yeah, if you want to be a god, you have to be a life and death realm. And I claim myself the demon god, and this is the key art that I have, which I use for my that's not for my thumbnails, yes, and my profile picture. I have full iconic 5 credit, which is what I completed in December, guys. And I have the Delta setup right here. This one is technically considered 1.3% attack better. 1.3% attack better than having 14% attack, 14% defense, 14% health, which I completed in December once again, and is pretty darn strong. Now let's go ahead and move to the next one. Next two, you guys already see. Spartan Moose has made it to the Wisdom Dragon. And you guys can see that Shapur Ashurvanapal setup that he has. Absolutely crazy. His equipment's good, but his armaments are the best in Rise of Kingdoms. That I've seen ever. That I've seen ever. Maybe someone else might have something better, but like I highly doubt that someone else has better armaments than Spartan Moose. Congratulations, Spartan Moose, man. Once you complete your KVK helmet and weapon, just come back, man. You got yourself a guaranteed god title. You're gonna be more of a god than I am. So congratulations once again, and good work on your armaments and equipment. I can only imagine how much work that you put in to get 2% all damage and 3.5% health and 13% attack and defense on top of having all those cracked ones, man. Man, this account is cracked. And we got another one, Mutant made with the best cavalry armors that we have seen. I have seen, aside from Addy. Addy has I think 3 double inscriptions. Not all of them are relevant, but still, the ones that doesn't have double inscriptions, I think this is probably the best that I've seen. 7.9% all damage, 13.3% attack, 13.4% defense. This is actually better than the most recent Chasky's videos best garrison cavalry delta setup. I was ranked number 2. There's a number 1 guy who's also in my same KVK from 2058. Mutant Maze armors are actually better than his. That's how good this is. He probably has one of the best delta setups in the game. So and yes, this is better than whatever I have. By how much? Let's just go ahead and check out. I think I put it in there. Yeah, Mutant Mace setup is actually 2.1% better attack better than mine, and is 3.4% attack better than having 14% attack, 14% defense, and 14% health. Absolutely cracked setup, guys. Absolutely cracked setup. And equipment's a little lacking, so he didn't actually reach the Profound Realm or Life and Death Realm, but very, very soon, guys. Very, very soon, this guy is going to surpass me, and I would gladly reserve him a god title for that. So come back, Mutant Made, next month, so that you can actually give us, I can actually send you to the god tier, but absolutely crazy. Congratulations. And yeah, those are the 3 that is newly made to the Musa's Murim ranking chart. I'm going to go ahead and update this chart probably after today. Hold on. We can just do this right now, actually. I have all of the new guys. Oh no. I have all the new guys here. Mutant Maid over here. Wait, hold on. Why can't I resize it? I think, yeah, there you go. Am I just zoomed out a little too much? I think that I might be. Yo. Or am I zoomed in too much? What's going on here? Okay. How do we do this? Gotta do it the hard way. There you go. Mutant Mate. Wait, where did he go? No. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe I should have done this beforehand. We got Raza M, who's gonna make himself into the master tier. There you go. We're gonna go ahead and have Raza M all the way over here. Wait, where is my... Why can't I do this? Come on now. Okay. There you go, there you go. Okay, Raza M, congratulations for the master tier. Who else am I missing? I think I already updated everyone else. We got Worm here. Okay. Am I missing? No, Marksman's already here. Yeah, I think we're good. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and update that image over here to the latest one. You guys can see that I have moved up from Profile Realm to the Life and Death Realm, and we have a lot more people that actually got ranked higher within this cycle. So congratulations to those people who have made it newly into this setup, as well as those who have ranked up. Oh, actually, I'm the only one who ranked up, didn't I? Yeah. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Again, if you guys want yourself a brand new keyword in Musa's Murim, you guys can always apply by submitting your marches in my Discord channel in the Murim submission section. And I'll reach out to you if you actually earn yourself a special title. Like I did for Spartan Moose. Let's see. I don't know if that's something that I could show. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, I actually sent him this, like, hey, like, what do you want to claim? All that stuff. And then he would actually, send me what he wants to claim and all that stuff. So, yeah. Basically, if you earn yourself a special title card, I'll go ahead and work with you to get yourself a title card at the end of the day. Hopefully this was enjoyable to you. If you did, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, guys. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next video, guys. Peace!